It's hard to know how much you can eat and how much you should eat to be healthy way to lose weight. I like to address it while I'm eating breakfast. 1 cup of vegetables. 2/3 cup of salmon. This is my protein. Salmon looks a little bigger today. And this is my 1/2 cup of carb. Sweet potato. This size of the plate stays this way. Good rules of thumb focusing on the protein as a guidelines. Even though this is not counting the calories, but there is a good rules. Try to keep those lean mass. You need a certain amount of the protein. 0.8 grams per pound of your body weight. But I would like to just round it up easy. 1 gram per pound of protein. If you weigh 150 pounds, then you need 150 grams of protein. How are you gonna measure this? For example, salmon, every website has a different numbers. You have to kinda round it up. 2/3 cup of protein. I recommended everybody to eat that amount of protein with every plate. So that's if you're eating salmon, chicken, pork, turkey, steak. It depends on the protein sources. Usually from the 2/3 cup of protein, you can get between 38 to 42 grams of protein. So this 1 serving of my protein from the salmon, this is roughly about 38 to 40, probably 38, close to seafood, has less protein content. If you are eating egg is recommended about 2 per serving, but 1 egg has 6 grams of protein. So if you eat 2 eggs as a 1 meal, that's only 12 grams of protein you're eating. Just consider it. And Greek yogurt, 2/3 cup of protein, about 18 grams. Icelandic yogurt tended to have a little higher protein, about 21 grams per serving. If you are having a protein shake, look for protein content about over 20 grams per serving. The scoop per protein has to have about 20 grams or a little more would be preferred. Protein, you can up it up just a little bit if you're hungry. Same as vegetables. Let's see the vegetables. Vegetables, there are not much rules, but here's the rules I would like to follow. Heart and Stroke Foundation, or those people studied on the cholesterol or blood sugar, recommended have 23 grams of fiber a day. So if you eat cucumber, 1 cup of a cucumber has little less than 1 gram of fiber. You can think of something fibery. Those has little more. So if you choose those, you can have a little more higher numbers of fiber a day. Sorry, my dog is ripping up the cardboard, making so much noises. Vegetables help you fill up with little calories, especially if you choose higher water content vegetables like peppers and celeries and hard vegetables like carrots. It actually fills you up. So those stays as 5 servings per day. If you eat 3 meals a day, then more served the vegetables on your plate. So you make 5 cups of a day. I know that's a kind of challenge, but it is doable. It will help you big time, especially on your goal is losing the weight. And even not losing the weight, you need those fibers. So try to get. And on the carbs don't have much rules actually. Some people metabolize the carbs faster. Male body is get away with a little bit more carbs than females. And there's a low carb craze is out there. But surprisingly, researchers found that in the beginning, initially, if you cut off the carb, you are losing the weight quite dramatically. But a long term of 24 months, people who going on a low carb diet, it doesn't show much of a difference studies found. So carbs, half cup is your serving. But because most of us eat so much of a carbs, there are so many good stuff involved with the carbs, cookies and cakes, rice, squash. So people tended to eat it as a main meal. Not necessarily you move a lot, you need a lot of fuel to use as energy. We gotta have a little bit of portion. Carb portion size is half cup. When you eat breakfast, lunch, dinner, and the snack, you're gonna add half cup of carbs on your plate. See for yourself how you feel. Just eat with the carbs with the meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Maybe omit the snack part of the carb. Go from there. Test it out for a week. If you're not doing well, energy is too low, then add one. If you are not even craving for it, you're fine with the 3 servings, stay. And you are hitting the plateau, cut one out. Take one out. I would take the dinner part of the carb out and see go from there. That's the carbs. There's not much of a rules. It's all up to you. You have to watch for yourself. And there's a fat. This plate looks like your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And on the breakfast, I will add some fat. Unsalted fat, I prefer. My body doesn't respond very well with the salt and sodiums. I try to keep the sodium intake low. Handful of nuts, about 8 of the half walnuts. Handful of unsalted nuts, that's your serving a day, 1 serving. I would like to add more calories in the breakfast because I'm hungry the most, because I do work out before my first meal as well. So I tended to choose the protein, most fatty protein, if I eat it like a beef in the morning. So I like to add fat in the morning. Not so much of a big fan of nuts, then you can have a cheese. Goat cheese, any cheese, hard body, any cheese. Leaner, the better though, because this is about weight loss. Unless you are following the keto. This is not the keto. Quarter cup is your size of portion. Just 1 serving a day. If you are big fan of avocado, then avocado is, you're gonna have just 1/4 of avocado is your serving size. Avocado is a fruit, but it contains a lot of fat. So you have to watch out for the portions as well. Hummus, you can have it with the hummus. If you are eating 1 tablespoon per meal as a dip, that's great. You can have 4 tablespoons a day. That is 1/4 cup. Drink water. I am aiming for 4 liters a day. That's 1 gallon a day, close to 1 gallon a day. You're gonna feel much more lighter and your body works very, very well. I'm that tall. If I started with a little higher weight, start with the 5 meals, 5 servings of proteins a day, 5 servings of vegetables. I would like to stick around for sure. 5 servings a day of veggies, 4 servings of carbs, 1 serving of fat, 3 fruits. I will start from there. And stick around. You have to remember you didn't gain within a week. So it'll take some time, longer than a week. I hope this helps.